What's good? This is your boy, Madman Tate, aka Alphahebrew, coming back at you with one of these lovely videos. In today's video, we're gonna be talking about R. Kelly, man. We're gonna be talking about R. Kelly. And when you get a chance, go check out Alphahebrew, my Alphahebrew channel. I got 2 channels. I'm gonna keep saying that till y'all get the hang of it. I got the Madman Tate, and then I got Alphahebrew. You know, if y'all know about the Hebrew and the Israelites, y'all already know what's up. I ain't gotta explain that. You know, we the chosen. You know, I want to give all praises and thanks to Yahweh and Yahawashi. Yeah, we here. So let's get to this R. Kelly case. So R. Kelly got charged with racketeering. What else? He got charged on all counts: racketeering, sex trafficking, and all that stuff. All right. So first and foremost, right? If the man did what he did, it's wrong, right? So if he did what he did, it's wrong. If he didn't, it's wrong for people to accuse him. Now, when he first made this video, when he was urinating on a young lady, you know, there's nothing wrong with that if you're grown, but she was underage supposedly. So they went back and forth with that thing, and he was found innocent. And that's when he made that "I Believe I Can Fly." So you can't fly to this one. But now he got charged with all type of stuff. Now it's like she was underage and you know, held against her will, and things like that. So I made a little funny video. When was this? About at least 2 years ago. Yeah, going on 3 years. Y'all can go check it out on this channel. It's funny or whatever, but this is not funny. And I see all the news, you know, they ain't talking about R. Kelly no other time, but now I see all the news, CNN, Fox, this or that, ABC, whatever. They all got something to say, right? Now that he's acquitted and got charged and all that, whenever it's a black man, they always have something to say. A black man or a black woman, but specifically a black man. They do anything to tarnish our name. So they keep bringing up this Aaliyah thing. I heard, you know, this coon on CNN. She was like the third one, looking from the view outside of the TV or whatever, however you want to look at that. She was the third one. And she said, I didn't expect anything less, you know, or whatever she was saying. Like, she just knew he did it, right? So, and then to see these women go on TV and bash black men, right? So if you go back into the 1600s, right? So 16, 17, 18, and 1900, black women were getting ridiculed. They were being belittled. They were, you know, all the sex trafficking, all the, what are they charging with? Kidnapping and all that. They did all this to black women, right? They did this to black women. Nobody said nothing for 400 years. And I'm going to say this every single time, because nobody said nothing for 400 years plus. And they never said nothing, right? When people always have something to say when it benefits them, right? Before it was beneficial when they had all the maid servants. Isn't that what they called them? You know, the maids. What did they call them? I know it's maid servants, but what did they call them? They had a name for black women. The maids. Right? Yeah. So when they had the maids, when they were cleaning the toilets, when they were breastfeeding their children and things like that of their own breast milk, taking care of them, getting their stomachs ripped open. They didn't say anything then. It was all cool, right? Now they have this woman power thing, right? Whenever we make a movement for ourselves, they always try to implement themselves in that. And I bring up that to say, now you have R. Kelly. They said kidnapping, right? America kidnapped millions of people, right? He didn't kill anyone, but America kidnapped millions and millions of people. And they eradicated a lot of the so-called Indians things like that. So they have been doing this for 400 years. R. Kelly been doing this for, or been accused of it for like, maybe 400 days. I don't know how long. They said 25 years. I'm not buying none of that because you can't say she's underage and he's been doing it for 25 years and the girl's only 16. That's just stupid. So.
Well, because it's not just for that one girl. It's
Who?
for multiple accusations.
What? Who?
All those women that testified in that show that came out on them.
Oh, so they're trying to count the older women.
They're trying
Wow.
to count all of them.
So they're trying to Bill Cosby him again.
Yes.
This is the Bill Cosby effect. So they grab one. It's always one woman, right? This is what happened to Bill. Remember the lady that with Bill Cosby, when she said it, nobody believed her, right? Whoever that lady, who was it? Was it the lady on the show? Was it the lady on the show? After she said it, now everybody it happened to, right? So this young lady, the one that, was saying with the shoes and stuff like that, I went down the street. How do you go down the street if you're kidnapped? So now there's 50 witnesses. I said there's 50 witnesses? This is how you know it's all a lie. Y'all, nobody pays attention to anything, right? Now, he could have been doing those acts. I told y'all, he's a freak. Not like a freak up here. Like, I've never been a fan of R. Kelly. Like, he's good music, but it's just not for me. I've never been a fan of it. So, but that doesn't take away the unjust. So, it went from 1 to how many women?
That is claiming it. The last time I checked, it was like 14.
Yeah, it was like some ridiculous.
They gathered,
right.
But the last time I checked, it was 14.
So now you have 10 plus 15 women, right? So pay attention to this. If R. Kelly did what they said and accusing him of doing, why is he the only one being charged? See, this is what I'm talking about. Y'all have to pay attention. He's the only one being charged. Why isn't the mother going to jail for soliciting a minor?
Well, because they claim that they didn't know.
What? All right, no. He didn't kidnap her. Her mother brought the little girl to him for money.
For a singing career. Then he wouldn't let her go home.
So,
supposedly.
He didn't let her go home, right? Yeah, please pull up the story. You can have my phone too. Pull up the story. He wouldn't let her go home. Why didn't her mother go to the police or her father? Where's the police report?
They did.
No, where is it? Because they didn't. Nobody had a police report. I didn't see it.
On that Escaping R. Kelly show.
Where is the police report? All right, so not only her mother. First of all, we're not gonna play stupid. So he's been doing this for 25 years, right? And how long that the girl said she was entrapped?
Just for years.
So
she's been gone now, but she was there for 4 or 5 years.
Wow.
And this is just one of them.
Just one.
Mm-hmm, this is just
the one that the mother.
No, not all of them. 4 of these women, R. Kelly said he was going to do a music career.
So we got 4 women. Yeah.
But the rest of them, he supposedly, met at parties and stuff and held against their will.
Okay, so that means that will be the definition of taking someone captive. Mm-hmm. If you snatch someone out of thin air. So I want y'all to think again. It's one person and 15 people. 15 people can beat one person. Absolutely. So he had to have an accomplice. So why isn't his bodyguards, why isn't his assistants, why isn't his managers, everybody who said they seen him do it, why aren't they in jail and why have they not been charged? This is what I'm talking about. This is Babylon. Whenever you're in a car with someone and you're about to rob a bank, do you know that person could have never touched any gun, never touched any ski mask or nothing? He goes to jail. Absolutely. That's just being in the car. Yep. So you're going to tell me that all those people that witnessed it. 50 witnesses, right? Let's say 14 of them are the ladies who, whatever. Let's say 20 was his people, because they clearly used his people. Why wasn't those people charged?
Well, they said that they're going to put his manager and his brother on trial too.
Where? I didn't see it. The only thing I see in the headlines is R. Kelly is found guilty.
Well, he's the one who's going to bring them the most views.
Where? Could you pull it up? Do some homework for your boy.
Yeah, I don't have anything. I gotta get it.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, but no, it's okay. We're gonna get into some deeper stuff. So, they want to bring up this Aaliyah underage, Michael Jackson underage, and all this underage. So, I have a personal list of you all's favorite entertainers that nobody ever talked about. Yeah, because I do the research. And they've been getting away with it, of my knowledge, because I've never seen y'all bash them, scot-free. And then that Epstein, what is the dude name?
Weinstein?
Weinstein, or whatever the dude name is. He wasn't, they let him do whatever he do. And then the people that was connected to him, they let slide. Like Trump was over there. Who else was over there?
Well, Donald Trump, he's been accused of it himself. So.
Yeah, and they went with it. It's exactly. Like they didn't care.
Biden's been accused of it as well.
All of them. Yeah, Biden, all of it's out there. Let's see. The first one. Yeah, it gets real. So this all you little women out there, especially on CNN and whoever, black, whatever, that got something to say. Y'all never said nothing about these people. Jerry Seinfeld, your favorite, right? And you see how they made fun of Bill Cosby and all this. All right, but now we're going to get to them. 1973. This was in 1973. When he won an Emmy, right? He dated a 17-year-old. Yes, Jerry Seinfeld. You didn't see that coming, huh? Who blew that out of proportion? No, pay attention to what I'm saying. This is the same time that they said R. Kelly was messing with Aaliyah, and they tried to make a problem out of that a long time ago. I remember. They didn't say anything about Seinfeld, though. Jerry Lee Lewis. Awesome at making music, not gonna lie, But let's talk about what he did. This was in 1957. But Bill Cosby wrong though. 1957. And it just get worse too. It says, getting hitched again to his 13-year-old cousin. What does hitch mean?
Married.
Y'all didn't say nothing about him. They not trying to write him out the books. They not going back and doing all that stuff they was doing to Beyonce and the Say My Name or whatever, Cater to You. Go back to them. Go back to Jerry Lee Lewis. Bill Wyman. I don't know why it's W-Y-M-A-N.
Yeah, Wyman.
Boy, that's a stupid way to spell his name. I know him a little bit, just a little bit, but that's not the point here. So when he did it, I believe he was in his late 40s, and the woman claimed that they had intimacy at the age of 14. Y'all not trying to write him out the books.
Who is he?
A rock and roll dude. Bass player for for the Rolling Stones. Yeah, now I know he is a little bit. Don Johnson. Oh, this is gonna be a goodie. He was, I believe, 23 and she was 14 in 1989. I know you're like, how did he get this? Because I do the work. But y'all want to make fun of R. Kelly. Y'all want to make fun of Bill Cosby. Yeah, who else they would been messing with? They all
I know Nelly.
That's what I say. But was it underage? Mystical was one of them.
Yeah.
Mystical was Nelly underage, or was it the girl that was running off the? Okay, so we're just gonna include all of them, right?
Yeah.
We'll include Kobe Bryant,
Yeah.
all of them. Y'all want to do all this? See, when the tables is turned around, this is what happens. Next one. Oh, I got some good stuff in here. Y'all, now, see how they making fun of R. Kelly? I'm going to keep saying that because y'all been doing it. Making fun of R. Kelly and Aaliyah. Fergie. Bet you don't know who she messed with when they were younger. You can take a stab at it if you want to.
I have no idea.
Fergie was messing with Justin Timberlake, and he was 16 years old.
How old was she?
She was 23. Dude, I mean, why nobody said nothing about Fergie? Oh, yeah. I'm gonna keep saying this everywhere I go too. You get it here first.
Wasn't Drew Barrymore married off at 14 too?
Probably, yeah. Get that. I want them all in here. Nicole Scherzinger, Harry Scherzinger, Harry and Styles. He looked familiar, but I'm not too familiar with him. He was, I believe, 19 years old. $16-year age gap. So 30, and he was, I mean, that's...
Because he's of age, so...
No. It says was in her 30s when she first crossed paths with the then 16-year-old rising star.
When did she date him?
I don't know, but they crossed paths, so she had dealings with him, and then said they didn't officially start dating until he was 19.
Well,
But
they could have made a song together.
nah, I'm not buying none of that. Yeah, talking about they didn't officially didn't start dating until officially or whatever, meaning public. But she crossed paths. What are you doing with a 16-year-old? Elvis Presley.
Absolutely.
What's one of his songs? The playing in the Lilo and Stitch, that Honolulu one or whatever.
I don't know the name of it. I just know it's talking about Honolulu.
Yeah, well, whatever. He was 24. He is one of the greatest of all time in what he does in the industry, music industry. Nobody's trying to write him out. Nobody's talking about Elvis Presley. He was 24 and she was 14 years old. 14. Yes, your famous Elvis Presley. She was 14 years old. But y'all want to talk about us and what we do only. Y'all never bring up what y'all do. Jimmy Page. In the 70s, Led Zeppelin was one of the world's biggest rock stars. But that's not going to get and save anyone. Despite the fact that she was just 14 years old. Jimmy Page and Maddox began a sexual relationship that lasted until she was 16. Y'all go do the homework. Y'all think I'm lying? Go do the homework and come back and talk to me. Luc Besson.
Not too familiar with him. He looked like one of them actors. Yeah, I think he was looked like one of them actors I know. 32. And this is in 91. And
He was messing with the 15-year-old actress. And I'm not even putting all the names out there. I'm just giving the people who love these people and always make it like we're the wrong ones and we do this. Now it's on y'all. Back to back to back to back to back. And I know I'm leaving some people out too.
Yeah, I know him from that thing. All right, now we got another one. This is in 2011. Doug Hutchison, or whatever. Hutchison.
Hutchinson?
Hutchison. Good job. That's why I keep my ammo over there, because she's really good. 2011. Doug Hutchison was 51 when he married aspiring actress singer Courtney Stutton. That's the first time I gave someone the name of the victim. Age 16, and this was in 2011 when everybody was making fun of R. Kelly and Michael Jackson before and all, just that timeline, just that the last 20 years, Kobe, didn't say nothing, but they want to keep bringing up Aaliyah. Steven Tyler, ooh, it's gonna hurt a lot of y'all feelings, was 24 when he began dating a 16-year-old Julie Holcomb. I'm sorry, I gotta throw some names out there, because then, I want people to do the research. 16 years old, he was 24. It's an 8-year difference, isn't it? I'm loving this. Y'all gonna be hurt again. Y'all gonna be hurt again. Cause see, when you play with fire, you get burnt. I already hit you with the Elvis. Now I'm gonna hit you with the Woody Allen. 42 years old. And it's a whole lot of other stuff I can say, but I just want, this stuff, they want to talk about, go read about the Woody Allen, then come back to me and talk to me about R. Kelly. Go, oh God. But anyway, I'm gonna read this. Long time, right? Adopted daughter of his, I'm gonna read the whole thing, right? While Woody Allen relationship with wife Soon Yi Praveen, adopted daughter of his longtime girlfriend, I want to say Maya Farrow, was plenty scandalous, as are the allegations of child sexual abuse lodged against him by daughter Dylan in 2018. Man, this is, I'm gonna just say his name because they known for taking videos and stuff there, but just know it was some crazy stuff. All right, so 42 years old. Yeah, that she had an 8-year affair with the 42-year-old, which began when she was 16 years old. Wilmer Vladimir, whatever it is. Vladimir. It's V-A, this is for the people at home, V-A-L-D-E-R-R-A-M-A.
Oh, Valdemir.
Valdemir. He must be an Italian or something. I don't know. That's...
Is that the documentary show?
Yeah. Good job. Look, I'm telling you. She nice with it. He was 30. And 17 years old. And then it lasted for 6 years. So, and I know there's more. I'm gonna just leave it there, all right? That's just a few, 13, So we gotta stop doing that. Y'all have to acknowledge what y'all people do. Stop trying to point fingers at one person, because people be wanting to own their masters, and people be wanting to own, ABC, CBS for Bill Cosby.
I think it was CBS.
CBS was one of them. Like he wanted to own, you know, he was doing his thing. They quick to point fingers, but they will never acknowledge what they do. I just
Maybe
gave
it
that
was
to y'all. NBC, I know he wanted to own all of it, the main network. Now that y'all have the information, I want y'all to go do the research, right? And I want y'all to, you know, take accountability for what y'all do. Because it's easy to point fingers, you know, at all the black entertainers or black people that do it, but they never point fingers at themselves. Enough is enough. You know, you didn't take up for the black women back then when the things was happening to them. Now you want to put yourself in the forefront and try to say women power. Where was the woman power when it came to the daughters of Zion, the Hebrew Israelites, when they was on that boat, when they was getting their stomachs cut open, when they was serving them, the sex trafficking, what? Human trafficking, what? All that happened in the year 16, 17, 18, and 1900. And it's still happening today because nobody's still mentioning the 75,000 black women and kids that's missing. It's still happening to this day. But they want to overlook it. But one European go missing that had a fight with her boyfriend or husband. And now it's everywhere, but nobody talks about the 75,000 black women that's missing. They're still missing. But y'all pay attention to one versus 75,000. Every time something happened to one of theirs, they blow it out of proportion. Same thing happened to that little girl. What was the little girl? The little paint face. Whatever, yeah, the little that did all them beauty pageants, yeah, blew it out of proportion. Black women go missing every day. The little hiker, they found her. You know, who else? Some other woman that went missing. You know, they blow it out of proportion.
Casey Anthony's daughter.
Yeah, blow it out of proportion, and these people be the cause of their own demise. It's just crazy. But there you have it, man. So whatever R. Kelly going through, you know, you know, I don't know. They said they got, you know, recordings and stuff like that. I'm not trying to say he didn't do it. I'm not trying to say he did do it. You know, what's in the dark will come to the light. You know, you can't take people's innocence. You can't do that to people. Once someone says, you know, that they want to leave or they just want to stop doing it, you have to, you know, there's no such thing as permission. You have to let them go. You have to let them be free to do what it is that they want to do in life. You can't keep people captive. But if you're sitting there taking money from the man, though, and you're living this lifestyle, and then I find it ironic that he goes broke or, you know, he has financial problems, and now everybody's like, yep, he did it. Yep, he did it. Yep, he did this to me. Yep. But when he had the money, he was doing them tours and shows and all that hair braider crap with Usher and all that. I'm a flirt. Didn't he have us? The same girl, all that. Everybody was loving all that.
One of the girls that he supposedly held captive, her auntie knew about it the whole time.
You see, I'm just saying stuff like that. Like people, if you knew about it, why didn't you help them? Y'all are 50 witnesses, and just today y'all gonna say something. No. Right? But then remember they took the kids, the people to jail that watched somebody drowned. Right? I'm not obligated to jump in there and save someone. I don't, you know, like that's what they think. Like, you know, you don't have to laugh and stuff, but how is it that you can take someone to jail for being a witness to something that they had nothing to do with, but someone that was a witness to something that they had something to do with don't go to jail?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. But yeah, Y'all go look at that case and yeah, please leave the comments down below, man. Let me know what y'all think. Because none of this would be happening if 1492, 1619 wouldn't have happened leading into 2021. All of this is going to keep happening because this is Babylon. This land is stolen, this land is wicked, and this land is demonic. But y'all let me know, man. Leave a comment down below. Like, comment, and subscribe, man. I'm not here to make money. I'm here to just give y'all this knowledge, man, and tell the truth. But I'm going to see y'all in the next video, man. I'm out.